Welcome to 𝐒𝐄𝐃𝐃𝐈𝐄𝐒, where OP's parents accused him of being selfish because he refuses to mourn his brother's death. This is because his brother has always hated him, and their relationship has been strained. From my birth, my brother John, 26 years old male, and I, 24 years old male, have had a strained relationship. I became his target when I was just born. When my mother returned home from the hospital with me as a newborn baby, my brother John can be seen in our first footage together, demanding our parents to throw me away in a trash box. Though it is common for children to hate newborn babies, John has always been the same, or has worsened over time. Throughout my school years, he bullied me relentlessly, coerced other kids to bully me and not befriend me, and even pilfered my pocket money. Due to his extroverted and attention-seeking nature, he became the favorite child at home, while I remained withdrawn, anxious, and discreet. My very existence seemed threatened by his status. Fast forward to adulthood, John's life took a darker turn. He faced numerous arrests, spending 6 months in prison and enduring 2 years with an ankle monitor. His offenses included petty thievery and involvement in selling and consuming recreational drugs. Meanwhile, I followed a different path. I graduated with a master's degree without taking any debt because I had won a full-ride scholarship. After completing my education, I secured a job, saved diligently, and eventually founded my own company. Within a year, my company had 3 employees and started making more money than I ever thought possible. It was a big achievement for me, but despite all these accomplishments, I didn't get any attention from my parents. Though I didn't need their attention anymore because I was an adult and independent businessman, I deserved it because I was following the expected path. However, I never received that attention. All eyes and resources of my home were on bailing my brother out of jail for his counterfeit bill escapade and other misdeeds. 3 months ago, my brother stole our mother's car and embarked on a reckless joyride while he was intoxicated. As a result, he crashed into a truck. I did what is expected of a brother and son. I attended the funeral. I gave lip service to a brother departed too soon. I comforted my parents for weeks afterward, staying at their place just to be their shoulder to cry on, etc. After that, I returned home and resumed my life as usual. But my parents continue to expect me to be distraught and broken, which was not possible for me. Since then, my parents have been asking me how I am not sad for his death, why I don't miss him, and my mother even scolded me for not visiting his grave. "He is your brother," in a horrified tone, is something I hear daily, sometimes on a phone call, especially from my mother. It seems that she wants me to mourn and be sad for my brother whom I like the least. She wants me to wear black and retreat to my room all day. In simple words, she doesn't want me to be happy. Even after his death, John is the center of attention for my parents. They don't look at me, they don't appreciate me, my achievements, and don't want me to take his place. Realizing all these realities yesterday, when my mother visited me, I told her clearly that I didn't like John as a person. I don't miss him, and I respect my parents' grieving, but it's theirs, not mine. She reacted very negatively to that, saying I absolutely have to grieve him. She made insinuations I don't like about what it means about my own moral fiber, that I don't feel bad at all for his passing. So, AITAH for not mourning my brother's death and telling my parents I didn't like deceased him? You are not an AH, as you are not obligated to mourn someone you had a toxic relationship with, even if they were family. You respected your parents' grief and supported them, but your feelings about your brother are valid. Forcing you to mourn in a specific way, especially for someone who caused you pain, is unfair. Your honesty may be hard for your parents to hear, but you deserve to process the situation on your own terms. Let's now move on to another AmItheAsshole, where OP refuses to take his stepdaughter and mother-in-law on a trip, which he has won through lottery. One of my 39-year-old male hobbies is entering raffles, sweepstakes, radio contests, etc. I've won tickets to concerts, sporting events, some household items, gift cards, but never a grand prize like a car or vacation. Until last month when I won a free trip for 4 people to Florida for 5 nights. Obviously, I was super excited and told my wife, 38-year-old female, about it right away. After our initial excitement wore off and we started talking about details, it became apparent we had conflicting ideas about this trip. Before I could even make suggestions about what I want this trip to be, my wife brought up how excited her 11-year-old daughter would be and how we could go to Disney, SeaWorld, etc. She then said that we can bring her mom along to help watch her daughter so that we could have some time for ourselves. She was so excited about it and was getting wrapped up in planning things without even hearing what I wanted. I told her that all of that sounds like fun, but I was thinking that we could invite another couple and have it be an adult-only trip instead of bringing my stepdaughter and Mael along. She did not like my idea one bit and told me that she wouldn't feel right taking a free trip like that and leaving her daughter behind. She also said that her mom has never been to Florida, and this would be a perfect opportunity for her to go there. We argued back and forth a little bit before deciding to take a break and come back to it before telling anyone about it. Well, that lasted about 24 hours before my wife let it slip to her daughter that I had won a trip. So, of course, the stepdaughter immediately got excited about it and started looking into all the things she wants to do. I asked my wife why she told her daughter, and she said it was an accident, which, come on. It started a fight between us and emotions got a little high. I told her she was wrong to bring her daughter into this after we agreed to wait, and that I never agreed to take my stepdaughter or Mael on this trip. I told her that I was the one who won the trip, and she was acting like this was something specifically for her. She told me I was being selfish, and that we should include those closest to us in something like this, especially when neither my stepdaughter nor Mael have ever been to Florida. She said that bringing another couple and leaving her daughter home would be cruel, especially now that she's so excited about it. I told her that her daughter is only excited about it because she decided to blab to her about it, instead of waiting like we had agreed. I told her if she wants to bring her daughter and mother, then she can also pick someone else to go with, because I would rather stay home by myself than go on a vacation where I don't get to be involved in any decisions. I said that if she wants to go that route, she certainly can, but I'm not paying for any of it. We have separate finances. Now she thinks I'm being a jerk, and should be happy about having a free family trip. AITAH? OP is not an AH for refusing to take his stepdaughter and mother-in-law on the trip that he has won. He has every right to decide how to use it. When OP clearly wants an adult-only vacation, his wife should not force him to take his stepdaughter with them. I think OP and his wife should have discussed it openly before involving others. As for scores, I would give OP's wife 1 out of 5 on the AH scale. OP is not an AH, so I would rate him 0 out of 5 on the AH scale. What do the Mac Reddit fans think? Is the OP an AH or not? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like the stories I brought you, just hit the like button, share them as much as you can, and don't forget to subscribe to Mac Reddit for a daily dose. Bye bye, see you tomorrow with some more spicy fries.